Hey everybody!
Hey everyone. Today is Friday, April 10th, 2020, which means that today is Good Friday. And Good Friday is a pretty somber day. It's a day in remembrance of Jesus' death.
It kind of feels weird to be like, Happy Friday, like we usually do. So for today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about Good Friday. We still have an awesome Easter activity for you guys to do in preparation for Sunday.
And it is not somber.
And it is not somber.
Today's key verse comes from John 19:30. When he had received the drink, Jesus said, "It is finished." With that, he bowed his head and gave up his spirit.
Obviously, today's lectionary goes longer than just today's key verse. It probably goes for, I think it's like close to 2 chapters.
Yep.
We just picked a key verse, which is what this whole story is pointing towards, right? When Jesus died on the cross. If you want to read the whole thing itself, it starts in our lectionary in John chapter 18. Good Friday is a sad time for the church. It's when we remember Jesus' death on the cross. Often it's pretty emotional at Good Friday services. There's usually a lot of emotion going around, and understandably. We spend every other minute of our Christian lives like focusing on what's about to happen on Sunday, about the promise of new life and Jesus conquering death and his victory and his promises that come with that, which makes today even more special to just be focusing on Good Friday and Jesus' death. And the new life that comes with the relationship with God. We know the ending, right? Like we know what's going to happen on Sunday. And if on Sunday you didn't know that we were going to remember Jesus' resurrection and how he defeated death, then I'm sorry, not sorry that I'm spoiling that for you. But we do have to remember that Jesus died the way that he did so that he could defeat death once and for all.
So as we said, it's a day that's typically pretty somber, but it doesn't mean you have to mope around the house, and it doesn't mean you have to be sad, and it doesn't mean that we're without hope or ignoring the fact that Sunday will come and we'll celebrate, what he had done and that he rose. But it's still important to have a day on the calendar where we reflect on that and that he did die.
So I think for me, what makes Good Friday especially tough, gives me a chance to reflect that Jesus led a perfect life, right? He led a life without sin, which means that Jesus' death wasn't deserved. I also know it's the whole point, right? Like I know that that's the whole point, but I think it's tough then when I then remember, well, then he did it because of my sins, right? And it's kind of like, gives us an opportunity to kind of like own up to that and live into that, to say like he died because of my sins. That's awesome. That's so great, right? Like that's hope and that's new life that comes in with him through that. But that's also really tough to hear. Whatever your plans are this Good Friday, pray that you take this opportunity to remember the selfless sacrifice that Jesus did for us to bring us this opportunity of eternal life with God in heaven. Hey everyone, for today's fun slot, we are going to make our own ice cream. They call it like mermaid ice cream because of the colors, but we're just gonna do it in the colors that we have, and it's gonna be ice cream at home because everybody knows that my favorite food is ice cream, okay? Step number 1, place the metal or glass. Check to make sure it's okay to freeze. Loaf pan in the freezer. The bowl that we're gonna be using is already in the freezer. Check. Woo! So we're gonna need 2 cups of heavy cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. That's what's going to give it the flavor. Now we only have a quarter measuring, so we're going to do 8 of those.
Which is better than the time that we only had 1/8. For a while we only had 1/8 of a teaspoon.
Check. Yeah, 12
that was
teaspoons.
7 and a bit.
We're just going to whisk it up. You're going to whisk it. Whisk. Weird
Whisk.
Can I get some vanilla ice cream?
Can I get some vanilla?
It also says mix on high until stiff peaks form.
On high?
So obviously we weren't supposed to do it by hand, but we could just mix it for longer and it would be like mixing it in a machine.
On high?
Maybe if I just go faster. We're gonna say that stiff peaks have formed.
I don't think they have.
Separate the ice cream mixture into 4 bowls and use food coloring to color each bowl. I'm a little concerned that it says, and add the colored mixture a few scoops at a time and layering them on top of each other. That's just not gonna happen because it's just liquid.
We're gonna believe. We're gonna believe.
Also, we didn't add the condensed milk. I don't remember that being in the steps. It wasn't there.
Add the sweetened condensed milk to the whipped cream and gently fold it together.
Okay.
If you have a stirring machine at home, you should use it. What's that called?
I don't know.
Stirring machine. Gently folding it.
Yep, gently folding it.
Looks the same as when you were mixing it on high. It's just liquid, you can tell.
No, but we don't know until we try.
Okay. And now we know.
How did they like?
Because their mixer just like made it all cloud.
What do you think our ninja would do? You know what? We should try it.
Oh my gosh.
So we've transitioned it over to our little ninja thing because we're thinking that it's not thick enough. Yeah. Oh wait.
Woo!
That got crazy
Wow!
thick. Now it feels like we have ice cream.
I don't know if we could have whisked that by hand, but good luck at home.
Wow, it tastes really good.
Does it taste like ice cream?
It tastes like vanilla.
If you're from Beaver you know. All right.
Next step is we are gonna add some food coloring to each of these bowls. They suggested neons and some like teals and purples. Our choices are red, blue, green, and yellow because that's all we own. How many did you put in?
I'm just starting small. I did like 2.
Okay, because I'm up to 5 or 6.
Ooh, look at my purple.
What colors have you made so far, Kate?
Purple, pink. Even though we don't have purple, you can make it. Pink is just a different shade of red. Very Eastery colors.
All right, let's swap this ninja out and let's get our dish out of the freezer.
Yep.
Boom. So for our next steps, we are just literally scooping different scoops of ice cream in and mixing it up as we go. So let's go. Really, our last step, we're gonna just use a fork and we're gonna kind of mix things together a little bit so it just looks a little bit smoother. Second to last step, it just says to add some sprinkles. So we got our sprinkle collection out.
Love these. Stars. Christian fish. Love hearts.
And I'm just gonna put a little bit of pink sugar on the top.
And I'm gonna add some flowers for spring and new life.
And that's it. We're gonna put it in the freezer for about 5 to 6 hours. We're probably gonna leave it a little bit longer just in case. And we'll come back at you when it's all ready. All right, everybody, here we are, 6 to 8 hours later, give or take 12 hours. The ice cream is all ready and it looks so good.
I'm really excited.
It looks really great. You guys should see how great it is. Cool, let's go for it. Ladies first.
Oh, it's so pretty inside.
Yeah, I'm excited.
What are you putting on yours?
I think I'm gonna put like whipped cream. Probably a little caramel.
It looks like sherbet.
It does kind of look like sherbet. It looks really bright and cool. I'm actually impressed at how easy that was.
What if it does taste good?
3, 2, 1, go. Tastes like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
That's a win for me.
Yeah.
Man, I'm actually a fan. Like I think we did a good job.
This is a good Friday.
Yeah. So you did there. You guys should try it out and see what you think. Send us a picture of your finished ice cream.
We got a really nice comment on our last video. Here it is. Thank you, nice commenter.
But that's it for today. We hope that you guys have a good Friday and a happy Easter. And we will see everybody Monday. Bye.
Bye.